Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 5 of Universe Mode. I am your host and commentator, King Chiron. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get right into it. Backlash is coming up this weekend. I don't know if I'll be recording Backlash Saturday, probably after the SmackDown episode, or Sunday, but expect Backlash before Monday. That is for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a little bit of work to do. I'm not going to lie to you. Just a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be crowning all of our champions at Backlash. Backlash, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't remember, is a Raw exclusive pay-per-view. You will only have Raw matches at Backlash. That being said, Raw has to crown its champions. We got to crown the WWE champion, the US champion, the Raw Tag Team champions, and the WWE Women's Championship. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the card. Let's let you know what's coming up for Backlash. Ladies and gentlemen, Eric and Ivar will be facing the OC right out first. The winner will challenge for the Raw Tag Team titles. After that, ladies and gentlemen, we have a fatal 5-way. Ricochet, Baron Corbin, Jinder Mahal, Big E, The Miz. These 5 men are going to do battle. The winner of this match will face Braun Strowman, who won his fatal 5-way match last week. The winner will face Braun Strowman for the United States Championship at Backlash. After that, ladies and gentlemen, we see who the other participants will be for the Tag Team Championship match. It's the New Day taking on the Bloodline. After that, ladies and gentlemen, we're building to the Women's WWE Championship. Becky Lynch will be facing Asuka. Both women won fatal 4-way matches. Or maybe it was fatal 5-way matches. To become number 1 contender. Asuka and Becky Lynch at Backlash. And in the main event, Bray Wyatt takes on Drew McIntyre. Bray Wyatt, he lost last week to Bobby Lashley. Bray Wyatt is in desperate need of a little momentum heading into Backlash. Bray Wyatt faces AJ Styles for the WWE Championship at Backlash. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to waste any more time. We need to hurry up and get into the show. Hurry up and decide who the number 1 contenders for the tag team titles will be, who will be facing Braun Strowman. We'll see how Becky Lynch, as she takes on Bayley, we'll see how Asuka plays a role, and we'll see if AJ Styles plays a role in Bray Wyatt's match against Drew McIntyre. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into it.
The following contest is a tag match set for 1 fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Valhalla, at a combined weight of 552 pounds, Ivar and Eric, the Viking Raiders!
Ladies and gentlemen, the Viking Raiders have a massive opportunity here. If the Viking Raiders can actually defeat the OC, Viking Raiders will become number 1 contenders. They'll either face the Bloodline or the New Day. That is yet to be determined, ladies and gentlemen. But ladies and gentlemen, what a huge way to start the universe. the Viking Raiders could go on to become the inaugural Raw Tag Team Champions. But they have a pretty tough team to beat.
And their opponents, accompanied by Michin, at a combined weight of 505 pounds, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, the OC!
Ladies and gentlemen, what can we say about the OC? I mean, besides the fact that, that entrance was supposed to have AJ Styles, and that's, kind of obvious. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, what can we say about the OC's careers? They've been tag team champions all over the world. They fought in New Japan Pro Wrestling, All Elite Wrestling, Total Nonstop Action. These two are one of the best tag teams in the world. A huge win here could be big for the OC altogether, ladies and gentlemen. Eric starts the match. Oh, not Eric. Ivar starts the match, taking down Carl Anderson, going off the ropes with a flying clothesline to take down Carl Anderson. Bit of a mismatch here with Carl Anderson starting against Ivar. Ivar going off the ropes, hops up and lands right on Carl Anderson. A lot of damage to that upper body, that torso already. Carl Anderson responds and puts Ivar in a chokehold early, but Ivar gonna break out of it. Carl Anderson down, he's gonna get back to his feet. Ivar taking shots to the gut from Carl Anderson. Anderson trying to fight back. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is a huge opportunity for both teams. The OC especially. If AJ Styles can win at Backlash and the OC can go to Backlash and win, the OC will be the most dominant team on Raw. Carl Anderson throwing Ivar into the corner. Gonna target the arm of Ivar. Eric and Luke Gallows still yet to give him this match. Carl Anderson going to work. Throws a chop to the chest of Ivar. Going for a pin early. Gets a count of one and only one. Carl Anderson, this might be a mistake. Instead of attacking Ivar, he's going to pose and taunt. Ivar takes Carl Anderson right into the corner. Tags in Eric. A double team maneuver coming here. Eric throwing Carl Anderson into Ivar. Ivar throwing Anderson into Eric. Eric now stomping on the leg of Carl Anderson. Anderson being thrown to the ropes by Eric. Runs right into the ref. That may have given Carl Anderson an advantage, actually. Anderson takes down Eric for the first time. Tosses Eric to the ropes. Ducks under one. Hops over another. Lifts the big man and slams him down. Goes for a pin. And gives a 2 count, surprisingly. Luke Gallows gets into the ring. Maybe he was expecting Ivar to do the same. There goes that taunting by Carl Anderson again. It cost him once again. Eric takes full advantage, picks him up and slams him. Now stomping on the head. Anderson was trying to get to the corner to get the hot tags to Gallows, but was unable to. Thrown into the corner. Eric lifting up Anderson and spikes him tailbone first into that turnbuckle. Went for a kick, but Anderson moved out of the way. Kick, drop kick to the face of Eric. Eric had to roll out of the ring to give himself a little bit of a breather. It looked like Anderson went to go outside to meet him. Luke Gallows attacking a distracted Eric. Eric's head now being slammed in the corner. Luke Gallows tagging in for the first time. Going for a double team maneuver. Anderson throws him to Gallows. Gallows with a big boot to the head of Eric. Anderson gets out of the ring. Gallows with a huge chop to the back of Eric. Going for the pin. Kick out at 1. Oh, a big roundhouse kick from Luke Gallows. Meanwhile, Anderson throwing Ivar out of the ring. Gallows has Eric in chokeslam position, but Eric reverses the attack, taking Gallows to the ropes. Throws him to the ground, hops on a rope, and stomps on the chest of Gallows. Meanwhile, on the outside, Anderson and Ivar duking it out. Back inside the ring, Eric on the attack of Ivar. Picks up Luke Gallows. Furious combination of Luke Gallows trapping the ref in the corner. Throws Gallows right into the ref, continues the assault. Drops the big man, Luke Gallows. Gallows gets back to his feet quickly though. Throws Eric to the ropes. Ducks under one. Agility for the big man, followed by a big boot. Going for a pin here. But Eric able to kick out. Oh, just lifted up and tossed into the air from Luke Gallows. Tags in Carl Anderson. Eric throws him to the ropes and meets him with a drop kick, going for a pin on Carl Anderson. Anderson stays alive, but barely. Eric tags in Ivar. Ivar probably wants to get a little retribution from all that assault from earlier. Huge spine buster in the middle of the ring, going for the pin. But Anderson able to kick out at 1. Hung up on the ropes. Here comes Ivar. Huge clothesline. Takes Anderson out of the ring. What's the big man thinking? What's Ivar thinking? He's thinking of a dive. Is he going to be able to do it? Through the ropes. Takes down Carl Anderson. Throws Anderson back into the ring. Anderson tries to make the hot tag. He does. Gallows back in. Ivar back in. The big man gonna go to war. Luke Gallows lifts up Ivar. Carries him over to the corner. Drops him head first onto that top turnbuckle. Going for the pin. Kick out at 1. Gallows gonna pose instead of assault. Instead of continuing the attack. It costs him. Ivar dropping Luke Gallows, now slamming that head into the canvas. Going for a pin, but the ref is distracted. Valhalla's attempt to distract the ref costs him. Gallows able to kick out before the ref could even get down to count. Ivar going to continue the assault, attacking the arm of Luke Gallows. Lifting up Luke Gallows now. Carries him to the corner. Spikes his head on the turnbuckle. Gonna tag in Eric. Double team maneuver coming. Both men lift up the big man, Luke Gallows, in the air and drop him down with a big power bomb. Going for the pin here. The Viking Raiders get the win. Carl Anderson unable to get to the Viking Raider in time. Ladies and gentlemen, the Viking Raiders have punched their ticket. They're going to Backlash to fight for the Raw Tag Team titles. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Fatal 5-Way to determine who will face Braun Strowman for the U.S. title, Miz, Mahal, Ricochet, Corbin, Big E. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to see some athleticism.
The following contest is a fatal five-way match. Making his way to the ring from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 190 pounds, Ricochet!
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match is going to have a mountain to climb, a huge challenge taking on Braun Strowman. But if anyone can do it, it could be Ricochet, a former NXT North American champion, former US champion, former Intercontinental champion, and possibly a future Universe Mode United States champion. Ricochet could punch his ticket to Backlash and face a former partner, former rival in Braun Strowman. Or it could be this man.
From Kansas City, weighing in at 285 pounds, Baron Corbin!
Ladies and gentlemen, Baron Corbin has been doing his best to revitalize his career. A former Mr. Money in the Bank with a failed cash-in, a former United States champion, former Andre the Giant Battle Royal winner, former NXT Tag Team Champion. Baron Corbin has statistics, he's got stats, but he's never had the moment, ladies and gentlemen, the moment that truly defined his career to go to Backlash and beat Braun Strowman could be massive for the man. Baron Corbin would have to get past 4 other men here, but it's not impossible, ladies and gentlemen. Difficult, but not impossible. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we gotta talk about this guy.
And representing Indeshed from Punjab, India, weighing in at 238 pounds, the modern-day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal!
Ladies and gentlemen, Jinder Mahal has a massive opportunity here. I decided at the beginning of this series that I wasn't going to hinder Jinder. I was going to give the man the opportunity to challenge for gold. And ladies and gentlemen, if you don't believe that this man could win, just remember, no one believed that this man would ever be WWE champion. But he was. And he beat Randy Orton to become WWE champion. I don't know what else to say. I'm just going to leave that there. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could pick personally, my own favorite for the win, it's gotta be Big E. Ladies and gentlemen, an NXT World Champion, Intercontinental Champion, WWE Champion, not Royal Rumble, Money in the Bank winner. Ladies and gentlemen, Big E, he has a big opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, but I'll get to that in a moment. Right now, we got to talk about the Awesome One.
weighing in at 221 pounds, The Miz!
Ladies and gentlemen, an 8-time Intercontinental Champion. A 3-time United States Champion. He was a WWE Champion twice. Tag Team Champion, multiple partners. His most famous tag partner being John Morrison, of course. Ladies and gentlemen, whether we like this statistic or not, this man main evented WrestleMania. But don't worry, if you didn't remember, neither does he. Bell rings, this 5-way match starts, and Miz goes right after Ricochet. Big E gonna team up with Corbin to just deal some damage to Jinder before Big E takes down Corbin. Big E and Miz, the only one standing. Miz gets thrown into the corner. Jinder turns his attention to Big E and drops him. A little retaliation. And now to Baron Corbin. It's clear that Jinder didn't like that double team. Now turning his attention to Ricochet. Meanwhile, Big E turns his attention to the Miz. Miz reversing an attack. Ricochet off the ropes takes down the Miz. Corbin in the corner. After that assault from Jinder Mahal, Mahal turns his attention to Ricochet and gets dropped onto his head. Elbow to the side of the head by Ricochet. Big E turns his attention to Ricochet now. Lifts him up and spins him around before spiking him to the ground. Baron Corbin went for Big E, but Big E reversed it, lifts up big man Baron Corbin and drops him onto his face. Jinder going out of the ring, maybe looking for a little weapon, a little advantage. Big E stops him, delivers a massive chop to the chest. Baron Corbin takes down Ricochet inside the ring, goes for a pin. Ricochet able to kick out at 2. Miz got in the ring to try and prevent it. Miz gonna turn his attention to Corbin, goes on the attack. Huge spinning DDT onto Corbin. Corbin rolls out of the ring. Ricochet throwing Miz into the corner. Runs into a knee from the Miz. Thrown into the rope. Dropped onto a knee. And now onto the back of his neck. Meanwhile, on the outside of the ring, Jinder Mahal throws Big E away before Corbin throws Jinder away. And then Jinder gets stomped out by Big E. Big E and Corbin lifting up Jinder, suplex, double team suplex, takes him down. Big E now turns his attention to Corbin and spikes him onto the ground. Meanwhile in the ring, Ricochet on the assault of the Miz, lifts up the Miz, goes underneath, rolls through, hops up, Pele kick to the Miz, kick right to the head. Ricochet gonna suplex the Miz in the middle of the ring. Jinder Mahal running away from Big E. It was only a distraction. He lifts up Big E and delivers a suplex. But here comes Corbin from behind, lifting up Jinder and spiking him onto his back. Big E in the ring, meanwhile, kick to the face of Ricochet. Ricochet blocks a second kick, spins the man and drops him. Here comes Miz, but Ricochet with the counter. Hurricane Rana dropping the Miz. Big E on the assault of Ricochet. Thrown into the corner, and Big E with a massive spear to the gut. But Miz able to stop Big E's momentum, throws him on the Ricochet, drops him onto the back of his neck. Baron Corbin, meanwhile on the outside, going for a baseball bat and whacks Jinder Mahal with it. Jinder lifts a big knee to Corbin, takes him down. Jinder gonna throw Corbin back in the ring. Speaking of in the ring, Big E delivering big elbows to the head of the Miz, drops him. Corbin from behind deals a massive clothesline. Jinder has a chair on the outside, but Ricochet stops him from even getting one hit in. Ricochet going under the ring now, grabs a kendo stick. Meanwhile, on the inside of the ring, Corbin delivers a headbutt to Big E, goes for a pin. Ricochet throws the kendo stick down to make the save. Gets to him just in time. Miz and Jinder on the assault of Big E. Ricochet dropping Corbin, turns his attention to Jinder, goes into the corner, drop kick back to Corbin. Miz takes advantage of a distracted Ricochet, lifts him up and drops him onto his leg. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ring, Big E lifting Jinder up, huge chop to the head. Got the arm up, going for a superplex, takes out Jinder. Baron Corbin throws a sledgehammer at Ricochet. Big E taking Corbin to the corner, gonna deliver a huge chop to the gut, a second one. Ricochet getting involved. Kick to the gut and a knee to the head of Big E, going for a pin, but Jinder there to make the save. Miz tired out on the ropes, but Baron Corbin gonna take advantage, stocks him, and now knocks him out of the ring. Meanwhile, Ricochet was knocked out of the ring by Jinder. It's just Jinder and Corbin. Jinder drops Corbin onto his back, goes for a pin on Baron Corbin, but Corbin able to kick out at one. Corbin thrown. Huge knee from Ricochet takes down Corbin. Jinder thrown to the ropes, takedown by the Miz. Miz with a suplex to Ricochet. Big E with a big power bomb to Corbin. Miz taking down Jinder Mahal. Big E delivering big elbows to the head of Ricochet. Meanwhile, Miz went for a pin on Jinder, but Jinder able to kick out at one. Big E has Ricochet up, delivers a big ending, goes for the pin. Middle of the ring, no one there. Jinder distracted, Corbin distracted. Ladies and gentlemen, Big E is going to Backlash.
Here is your winner, Big E!
Ladies and gentlemen, Big E. He is your winner here. Big E stamps his ticket. He's going to Backlash to face Braun Strowman for that U.S. title. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have the New Day taking on the Bloodline. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match will face the Viking Raiders at Backlash for the Raw Tag Team titles. Ladies and gentlemen, I had alluded to Big E having a huge opportunity.
Here's a tag match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 417 pounds, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, the New Day!
Ladies and gentlemen, Backlash could be a big day for the New Day. With Big E stamping his ticket, going to Backlash, challenging for the U.S. title, all you need is for Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston to win here and go to Backlash. And at that point, the New Day could all walk out champions.
And their opponents, first, representing the Bloodline from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 250 pounds, Solo Sikoa!
So, ladies and gentlemen, what I noticed, this is actually a glitch, or like, no, it's a glitch. This is supposed to be a tag team entrance. Jimmy Uso is supposed to be right next to Solo right now, but he's not. Solo Sikoa is making a tag team entrance by himself. You know, either way, ladies and gentlemen, let's not focus on the game glitching out here. Let's focus on the statistics for a second. Solo Sikoa, a former NXT North American champion. Jimmy Uso, a former tag team champion. One of the longest reigning tag team champions of all time. Takes on one of the best tag teams of all time. Kofi gonna start this match off. Okay, no. No. Hold on. I don't know why I did that. It's presentation. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen, but that annoyed me. So to start this match, Kofi Kingston gonna throw Solo Sikoa out of the ring and go right over the rope to take down Solo. Ladies and gentlemen, Kofi Kingston not wasting any time, gonna take apart the table. Solo Sikoa meets him with a massive headbutt. Solo Sikoa on the attack of Kofi Kingston here. A huge headbutt to Kofi. Gonna pick up Kofi and throw him back into the ring. Referee at the count of 8. Solo gets back into the ring, trips up Kofi, takes him from behind into the corner, bounces his head off the turnbuckle. But Kofi able to get an elbow up to the head of Solo, going off the ropes, takes down Sikoa. Tags in Xavier Woods. Solo Sikoa trying to make the hot tag to his older brother Jimmy, but Solo gets stopped by Xavier. Solo thrown outside the ring. Huge punch to the face of Sikoa. Sikoa with a huge punch to Xavier. Xavier kicking Solo off the apron. Turns his attention to Jimmy and takes Jimmy out of the equation. Kofi Kingston gonna throw Solo back into the ring maybe, but Solo reverses it. Kick to Kofi's gut and throws Kofi into the barricade. Solo gonna pose here. Xavier gonna come to the outside. Solo going off the apron, takes down Xavier Woods. One-man wrecking crew. Solo Sikoa taking out both members of the New Day. Tosses Xavier Woods. Kofi trying to get involved, trying to stop Solo from attacking Xavier. Solo throws Xavier back in the ring, delivers a running bulldog to Kofi as he dropped off the apron. Meanwhile, Xavier turns his attention to Jimmy, but is distracted, and Solo meets him with a giant clothesline. Solo Sikoa taking Jimmy to the corner, bounces that head off the turnbuckle again, tags in Jimmy. A bloodline double team coming here. Huge boot from Jimmy, followed by a huge slam from Sikoa. Jimmy throwing up the ones. Meanwhile, Xavier Woods makes the high tag to Kofi Kingston. And Kofi taking down Jimmy with a flying clothesline. Going off the ropes. Kofi delivers a big body splash onto Jimmy Uso. But Jimmy getting back to his feet early. Huge neck breaker to Uso. Kick to the head from Kofi. Followed by a knee to the head. Solo Sikoa nowhere to be found. I think Xavier may have taken him out. Sikoa gets back in the ring, tried to stop that pin, but Jimmy able to kick out at one. Kofi turned his attention to Sikoa, was almost taken out by Jimmy. Kick to the gut, followed by a DDT from Kofi Kingston. Kofi gonna celebrate a little New Day clapping. Allow Jimmy to make the high tag to Solo. Solo and Kofi miss on the attack. Dropped onto his back and neck by Kofi. Kofi Kingston throws Solo into the ropes, hops over one, ducks under another, lifts Solo and drops him onto his back, tags in Xavier Woods. These two making constant tags. Solo tried to pose and got caught up by Xavier. Xavier going for a dive outside the ring, takes down Sikoa. Solo Sikoa lifts up Xavier Woods after that dive, spikes him on the apron. Solo Sikoa posing again. Xavier Woods, meanwhile, gets back in the ring, doesn't even waste his time. He's gonna taunt Solo and Jimmy from the inside. Tries to attack Jimmy, but Jimmy with a huge elbow. But Xavier Woods on the rebound attacks him again. But Solo with a huge slam takes down Xavier. Goes for a pin. Xavier able to kick out at 1. Paul Heyman stressing at ringside. You know, if the bloodline loses here, Roman Reigns will not be happy. Oh, dropped onto his gut. Dropped onto the knees by Xavier Woods. Jimmy Uso gets into the ring and makes the save early. Solo Sikoa trying to get back to his feet. Xavier Woods takes Solo to the corner. Solo fighting out of it. Huge elbow shots to the gut. Grabbing Xavier by the throat. Samoan spike. Going for the pin. Referee took a little time there. Xavier able to kick out of the Samoan spike at 2. You got to imagine the referee taking that little bit of time. Probably cost them the 3. Xavier, huge elbow to the head of Jimmy Uso. Solo helping out. Jimmy flipping Xavier onto his back. Jimmy posing for the crowd, gets tripped up by Xavier. Xavier gonna lock in a submission on Jimmy Uso, middle of the ring, but Jimmy quickly fights out, slams Xavier Woods onto his back. Jimmy Uso picks up Xavier Woods, gonna carry him to the corner, bounces his head off the exposed turnbuckle, tags in Solo. A double super kick to the head, the already injured head of Xavier Woods. Solo gonna go on the assault, attacking the leg. Continuing to attack the leg of Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods in desperate need of help. He needs to get to Kofi, but Solo attacking the leg once again. Now turning his attention to Kofi. But back to Xavier. Xavier rolls out of the way. Able to take down Solo Sikoa, goes for a pin, but the ref distracted by that exposed turnbuckle that could cost them. It does. Solo able to kick out before even a count of 1. Jimmy and Xavier locking up. Xavier saw the attack from Solo coming from behind. Takes down Solo Sikoa again. Attacks the arm of Solo Sikoa, goes to tag in Kofi, a much needed tag. Kofi in the ring. But Solo chopped to the throat. Uppercut chop to the throat of Kofi. Tags in Jimmy. Jimmy rolls through. DDT to Jimmy Uso. Jimmy thrown into the corner. Kofi with a running bulldog out of the corner to Jimmy Uso. Kofi going off the ropes now. Body splash to Jimmy Uso. Stomping the arm of Jimmy Uso, drops a knee under the back of Jimmy. Going for a pin here. Jimmy Uso able to kick out. Xavier Woods got in the ring and helped stomp out Jimmy a little bit with Kofi. Kofi going off the ropes. Drops a big boom but misses. Jimmy able to roll out of the way. And a super kick from Jimmy, followed by another one to the back of the head. Goes for a pin on Kofi Kingston. Kofi able to kick out at 2. Oh, Solo Sikoa takes out Xavier. Jimmy going over the ropes, but misses Kofi. Giving Kofi enough time to recover. He's going to taunt. Jimmy takes advantage. Instead of taunting, he should have attacked. Jimmy Uso now delivering a kick to the gut of Kofi Kingston. Lifts him up, powerbomb position. Carries him to the apron. Drops him onto the barricade back first. Jimmy Uso throws Kofi Kingston into the ring. Referee at the count of 7. Jimmy's yet to get in the ring. Back in the ring, Kofi going off the ropes again, delivers a drop kick, and I think there is blood, ladies and gentlemen. I think Jimmy got busted open on that kick. Kofi Kingston grabbing Jimmy, taking him to the corner with Solo, bounces his head off the apron, kick to the leg, and again, tags in Xavier. Xavier Woods going high, Kofi, double team, finishing maneuver on Jimmy Uso, going for the pin. Ladies and gentlemen, the New Day get a pin victory over Jimmy Uso.
Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, the New Day.
Ladies and gentlemen, Backlash could be a big night for the New Day. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, the tag team match is set. The New Day will face the Viking Raiders. Big E will face Braun Strowman. The New Day, ladies and gentlemen, have a massive opportunity at Backlash to walk out with all the gold. But speaking of gold, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to build for our Women's WWE Championship match. Number one contender Becky Lynch is in action.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think I already broke down this women's statistics, but in case I didn't, let me do it again. Raw Women's Champion, SmackDown Women's Champion, Women's Tag Team Champion, NXT Women's Champion, Royal Rumble winner, WrestleMania main eventer. She was the face of WWE at one point in time. The man Becky Lynch. She's got a huge challenge taking on Asuka at Backlash, but ladies and gentlemen, if anyone can do it and grab and get their hands on the WWE Women's Championship and become the inaugural Women's Champion, it very well could be Becky Lynch.
And representing Damage Control from San Jose, California, Bayley.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bayley is one of the best. Former Raw Women's Champion, SmackDown Women's Champion, NXT Women's Champion. She is a Royal Rumble winner, a Money in the Bank, Women's Money in the Bank winner. And ladies and gentlemen, she is the leader of Damage Control. Bayley and Becky Lynch, part of the Four Horsewomen, alongside Charlotte Flair and Mercedes Moné. Bayley may not have an opportunity at the WWE Women's Championship at Backlash, but a win here could set her up for a future title match. And Bayley goes to work, immediately attacking the face of Becky. Becky with a huge reversal. Bayley lifting up Becky Lynch, slaps her on the leg, and tosses her to the ground. Gonna take the arm, gonna do damage to the arm of Becky Lynch, stomps on the fingers of Becky Lynch. Continuing to assault the arm of Becky Lynch, gonna stomp on the fingers again. Take out the arm, take out the manhandle slam. It's a good strategy for Bayley. Bayley attacking the head of Becky Lynch. Kick to the head of Becky Lynch. But Becky Lynch with the reversal drops Bayley face first to the mat. Gonna attack the leg of Bayley now. Locks in a submission on Bayley, middle of the ring. Bayley with nowhere to go, but Becky Lynch lets her out. Only wanting to inflict damage, turns her attention to the arm of Bayley now. Becky Lynch has to take out those arms to prepare for the disarm her. The signature submission maneuver. Bayley with a reversal suplex to Becky Lynch, but Lynch rolls out of the ring. Bayley being taunted by the crowd. Elbow to the back from Becky Lynch. She was distracted. Becky Lynch drops an elbow to the face of Bayley, who was thrown into the corner. Picked up and slammed onto her back by Becky. Becky Lynch goes for a pin. But Bayley with an early kick out. It's going to take a little bit more than that to keep down Bayley. Becky Lynch with a kick to the back of Bayley now. Posing to the crowd. Becky Lynch going to attack the leg of Bayley. Continuing the assault. Becky Lynch going off the ropes. Drops the leg onto Bayley. Goes off the ropes and drops another leg onto Bayley's throat. And now an elbow to the chest of Bayley. Stomp to the head of Bayley. Followed by a knee strike to the head of Bayley. Followed by a stomp to the back. Becky Lynch going up to the top rope. Looking for a huge moonsault, but Bayley moves out of the way. Followed by a kick to the head of Becky Lynch. And now a knee to the back. Bayley posing to the crowd. Becky Lynch gets back to her feet before Bayley noticed. Becky Lynch now in control again. Throws Bayley into the corner head first. Gonna attack the leg of Bayley. Hangs her up in the rope. Followed by a huge elbow to the head of Bayley. Bayley gets back to her feet. But Becky Lynch with a kick to the gut. But Bayley with the reversal to Becky Lynch grabs the hair and slams her onto the mat. But Becky Lynch locks in to disarm her. Bayley should have continued the assault instead of getting frustrated now the disarmer locked in. Bayley's nowhere near the rope. She's got to fight out her tap out. But Becky Lynch lets her out. Becky Lynch only wanted to do some damage. She's looking for that manhandle slam early. Nails Bayley, center of the ring. Ref's gonna count. And that's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. A huge win for Becky. But look, ladies and gentlemen. Asuka standing on the ramp. Becky Lynch telling her to get in the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, Becky Lynch and Asuka will face each other for the WWE Women's Championship at Backlash. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, Becky Lynch has all of the momentum. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. It is time for the main event. Bray Wyatt, looking for some much needed momentum, takes on Drew McIntyre. The Fireflies are out. The door is open. Ladies and gentlemen, he is here. Ladies and gentlemen, the lantern is lit, and the man walks to the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, Bray Wyatt has the biggest opportunity. A one-on-one match with one of the best in the world to become the inaugural WWE champion. It wouldn't be the first time in his career, ladies and gentlemen. A former WWE champion, two-time Universal champion. A former tag team champion. The man has had WrestleMania matches with the likes of The Undertaker, Randy Orton, and John Cena. Has had classic matches against The Shield. Classic matches against Bryan Danielson. Ladies and gentlemen, Bray Wyatt is truly a mind like no other. And he looks to pick up the necessary momentum. Ladies and gentlemen, he was unsuccessful last week in his match against Bobby Lashley. But this is a new week. This is a new episode. But he does have his work cut out for him, ladies and gentlemen. That we cannot stress.
His opponent from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre!
Ladies and gentlemen, Drew McIntyre, a former WWE champion, Intercontinental champion, Tag Team champion, Royal Rumble winner, WrestleMania main eventer. This man is top tier, as tough as they come. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Drew McIntyre may not be challenging for the WWE champion, but if he can beat Bray Wyatt here, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I was distracted by the crowd. What are they chanting? It sounds like the crowd is actually chanting "Long live Bray Wyatt," and if they are, that is a absolutely beautiful touch. Like, mwah, chef's kiss. But ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to the action in the ring. Drew McIntyre is on the assault of Bray Wyatt, unfortunately. Drew McIntyre attacking the leg of Bray, flips Bray over, and continues the assault on Bray's leg. This could be a bad thing for Bray Wyatt. He needs the momentum, but he needs to go into Backlash uninjured. Drew McIntyre slamming Bray Wyatt to the canvas, and Bray's got to roll out of the ring. Drew going to the top rope, looking for a top rope dive, but gets caught by Bray. This is the chance that Bray needs. Drops Drew onto a knee. Back first. Bray Wyatt gonna throw Drew into the ring. Bray Wyatt back in the ring now. Bray Wyatt unfortunately got caught by Drew and tossed onto the ropes. And Drew McIntyre looking to take advantage again. Picked up and slammed onto his back by Drew McIntyre. Ladies and gentlemen, we're down to the last 5 minutes of the show. Hopefully these two can end before the show goes off the air. But in case they don't, ladies and gentlemen, if you like this episode, remember to like and subscribe. And be ready for Backlash coming this weekend. Drew McIntyre on the assault of Bray Wyatt, slams Bray Wyatt back first to the canvas, picks up Bray and tosses him across the ring. Bray Wyatt trying to get back to his feet. Bray Wyatt is in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. Drew McIntyre has not let up. Lifts up Bray. Slams him chest and face first to the mat. Flips him over, going for a pin. Bray able to kick out at one. Stays alive. Bray Wyatt trying to get back to his feet, but Drew McIntyre picks him up on the assault. Tosses Bray to the but Bray with the counter. Couldn't grab Drew. Drew tossing Bray to the ropes, picks him up, huge spine buster to Bray Wyatt. Attacking the leg of Bray Wyatt now. But Bray Wyatt rolls Drew over, elbows to the head. Bray Wyatt fighting back. Trying to pick up a little momentum. Bray Wyatt going to the top rope now. Off the rope, drops a huge elbow onto the head of Drew McIntyre. Stomp to the arm, elbow to the back. Drew McIntyre gets back to his feet, but runs right into Sister Abigail from Bray Wyatt. On the outside, onto the floor, Bray Wyatt not wasting any time, not taking any chances. Stomp to the arm of Drew now. Referee at the count of 6. Bray Wyatt not stopping the attack. Slamming Drew's head to the ground. He's picking Drew up. Throws Drew into the ring. Bray Wyatt looks like he's going to finish this up quickly. Stomp to the back. Slamming his head onto the canvas now. Bray setting up for that mandible claw. And he has it locked in on Drew, middle of the ring. Drew has nowhere to go. Going for the pin, middle of the ring. Drew with nowhere to go. And just like that, Bray Wyatt with the comeback win. Bray Wyatt victorious. But Bray Wyatt's distracted, ladies and gentlemen. It's AJ Styles coming from behind, attacking Bray Wyatt. AJ Styles gets in the referee's face, taunting Bray and attacking him. This is for the WWE Championship, ladies and gentlemen. These two men will fight for the WWE Championship at Backlash. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the episode. A huge win for Bray Wyatt. But real quick, ladies and gentlemen, let's not even waste the time. Let's go ahead and book him now. Where are they? Ladies and gentlemen, you may see some new faces on here. Some new faces on the brand. Where are they? Okay, wait. And there they are. Okay. We'll set it to low. It's not really all that intense right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we're down to the last minute of the episode. If you like this episode, remember to like and subscribe. Comment and share with a friend. If you enjoy this content, remember to come back tomorrow for SmackDown. We still got the SmackDown tournaments going on leading into Extreme Rules, the SmackDown exclusive. Ladies and gentlemen, our 4 matches for Backlash are booked. Big E will face Braun for the U.S. title. The New Day face the Viking Raiders for the Raw Tag Team titles. Asuka and Becky Lynch will further their feud for the WWE Women's Championship. And AJ Styles and Bray Wyatt will face for the WWE Championship. And ladies and gentlemen, I will have 2 more surprise matches at Backlash. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, take care and have a beautiful, beautiful day.